Hello everybody. I hope you're having a good Tuesday. It was such a beautiful day up here today in Washington, and it's sundown now and the sky is pretty, but it's going to get very cold tonight, down in the 30s again. It's going to get down in the 30s all week, so even though it's autumn, it's going to feel like winter, at least at night. But anyway, this is another painting that I did from memory of a dream that I had. 1 year in reality, my brothers rented a cabin up at Big Bear Lake in California, and we went up there and stayed with my brothers and their wives, and my husband and I, and our new baby daughter, who was, I think, about 7 months old at that point. And we had such a good time. And my room, the room that my husband and I were in, it had a window where you could look out. When you're lying in bed, you could look up and see this tree, because the way that the property owner had it, he had the lights situated so they shone up in the trees at night, and it was really pretty. And I just enjoyed looking at that view so much until I fell asleep. And one of the nights that we were there, I dreamed that these little birds were up in that tree and they were flying around. Just they're hopping around from branch to branch. And it was such a beautiful dream. I remembered it when I woke up. And so I always remembered that dream, and I thought it would be fun to paint it. Birds are one of my favorite subjects to draw and to paint, and one of my favorite subjects to find in other people's artwork as well, because birds have just always been so interesting to me. They're mysterious, they're elusive, but they're also cute, and they can be comical too. And they come in so many different colors and varieties, and they're just a neat animal. But they're fun to watch, because you can be watching them at the edges of the woods, and you'll see them hopping from branch to branch, and then with a little flick of their wings they'll disappear, and you may see them again in a little while, or you may not see them again at all. And so they're just mysterious. And fish can be that way too, when you're watching, looking at the water and observing fish. But birds are a little easier to observe than fish are. But those are the two animals that I always found just so fascinating when I was a kid, and it's never worn off. I still feel that way. But anyway, so these birds are not necessarily any type of specific species of bird. It's just what I remembered was that they did blend in with the scenery of the tree. But they stood out a little because the light was making parts of their bodies show up, the way I remembered in my dream. So that's what I tried to copy here. So I did the background with Christmas green with black mixed into it, for a wash for the background, and then I went over that again with a deeper shade of Christmas green and black to give it a mottled effect that I'm not sure if it'll show up on this camera or not, but it gives it a deeper effect. And then I drew the birds. I didn't draw the tree, but I drew the birds with a number 2H pencil. It's kind of a medium hard pencil, because I wanted the birds to be of specific size and shape and in a certain position. I was able to do this from memory. I didn't use any pictures at all because I've been watching birds for such a long time and seeing them in pictures and books that I have their positions memorized pretty well that they take when they land on branches of trees. So I didn't even need a picture to help me draw this. I just did it from memory, which I can do sometimes. But and then for the tree, what I did is I used this brush that has the flat tip on it, and I just made a few strokes with some gaps in between so that it would have a wood look to it. And I also used this brush for the body of the bird and to add some different mottled coloring on the wings, and then the tail and the head cap and the cheek patch here. And then for this tree, I just used one line with the pencil, but all of these needles, I just found that it was easier to use this fine brush and just go from the base of this and make one line down with the brush, and then from the base of each leaflet I would go out and make the little needles, and that seemed to be the best way to do it. You can make a line, for each needle first with the pencil, but painting it can be kind of just a little bit difficult because you might find that your brush wants to go in a different area than your pencil line and everything, and I just found that it came out better just using the brush. So I just used various shades of blue with some white in it and some green to get the spruce color of the tree. And you just kind of experiment with different colors. Sometimes you can find a color right out of the bottle that you might like that would be a good color for the tree, but they're not hard to get by mixing, and you just need to be sure that you mix enough color so that you'll have enough to do whatever project you're doing at the time, like the whole tree branch. So I just wanted to share this with you today, and I'm working on some more paintings. I have some trees that I'm doing. I have a spruce tree here. This is a small, I think it's a 5 by, this might be 5 by 7 or 5 by 8 canvas. Again, this is from canvas from Hobby Lobby. And here's another one. So I'm going to be doing sets of trees and some other things for Christmas. And I don't know what all I will come up with. I have some ideas, but not sure how much I'll be able to get done this year. But thank you for being here today and watching this, and thank you so much to new subscribers, and thank you for the old subscribers that are sticking with me and watching this. Or if you've left and you come back, that's fine. We all do that sometimes as our interests change, especially with art and decorating. So have a good evening, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.